In this video we're going to look at reporting. The system contains a large number of reports to cover almost every possible way of breaking down and viewing information about call activity and agent and departmental performance. Each report can be customized by using a number of different filters. There is no limit to how many filters can be applied or in what combinations, effectively giving you the power to build your own bespoke reports as and when you need them. Let's have a look at a few reports to see how this works in practice. First, let's look at the extension call activity report. This report gives you information on every extension for today. It shows you summary information at the top and also detailed information about the activity of every person underneath. Now let's look at how you can change the content of this report by using the filters. There are many different filters available in the system. There are options to change the reporting period, to change the extensions. You can search for a particular extension range and report on that, or you can report on individual extensions. There are also filters available to filter on specific queues or hunt groups, filters for searching by division or department. You can filter for calls to specific DDIs or campaign lines, or by call type. There are also options to filter by the first few digits, or to restrict the results to calls within a certain duration limit or ring time limit. Once the report is set up the way you want it, with any filters applied, you can print, save or email the report, or you can create a widget from the report to add to the dashboard. The widget can be as complicated or as simple as you like. It could be as simple as usernames and total number of inbound calls. Once we've saved our new widget, we can then go to the dashboard area and we can see our new widget is now available for us to select from the list. Once I've created my new widget, I can right-hand click on it to adjust the settings. This allows me to do things like change the sort order or to change the colours to make it clear. Once I've personalised the content, I can move it to where I want on the dashboard and resize just like a standard widget. What we'll do now is we'll go back to reports. I'll filter the report from my department. Now I've updated my reports, I have a number of ways I can share this information. I can add it to my reports. This allows me to make it available to just myself or to all users, and it allows me to control the content, what this report will deliver. In addition to saving the report, I also have the options to print it or to email it. If I select the email option, I have the option to send it to just one person or to many. I can send it with a particular subject field, and I can also include a message body text as well. There's also options for selecting a format, and I can choose when the report should be sent, whether it should be sent now, or daily, weekly, or monthly. I also have the option for the system to automatically save scheduled copies of the report to a specified folder. So, if we select daily, we select 1 o'clock, then when we click send, at that point the system will save that scheduled report, and from then on, at every day at 1 o'clock in the morning, everyone in my contacts list will receive a copy of that report automatically. I don't need to do anything else to make that happen. There are many other reports available in the system as well. A really good one to show would be the executive summary. This report is designed to give a very high-level overview, a sort of company profile report. This is a very useful report for senior management or company directors. It's actually 6 reports in one, designed to give you high-level information to help you understand if anything else on the account needs further investigation. So you could schedule this report to be delivered daily to the MD. In the summary section at the top, he can see that there's been a total of 1,218 calls, of which 606 were incoming, 612 were outgoing, you missed 127 calls, and of those 127 missed calls, there were 50 unreturned missed calls. The busiest hours between 9 and 10 o'clock, and the busiest agent was Jane. So based on these basic facts, we can also make some observations. For instance, we can see 39% of missed calls were unreturned. Now, it may be that at this point you might like to run some more granular reports to analyse those missed calls in more depth and understand why that was happening. Alternatively, maybe you look at this report and it confirms that everything is fine, in which case that's great and you can move on with your day and you know that you don't have an issue. So within the system there are lots of reports. A really good one for a contact centre is contact centre modelling. So what this report allows you to do is to look at your staffing levels based on your historic data. So once your account's been live for a little while and you have some historic information, we can choose a day, we can look at the volume of calls received at different times through the day, We can set some service levels, so we can see here we have a target response time of 20 seconds, the target service level of 90%. We have a target wrap-up time of 150 seconds, so when a call has ended, an agent has a target time of 150 seconds before they can be available for a new call. And we can see if we click on a particular time of day, we can see that on average our call duration was 99 seconds. Now when we look at that hour, we need to have an understanding of how many agents we needed to have available ready to take calls in order to meet our service levels. And so in the observations area, we have a calculation that shows us that the optimum number of agents we required at that time of day in order to meet our service levels was 27. Above that, we have a section that shows you the impact on your SLA of different numbers of agents. So you can see here, if you had 23 agents available at the time, you can see the impact that would have had on your SLA. This report is all about historic data. So by clicking on different hour periods during the day, you can see how your staffing requirements change. This information could help you to plan a lunch rota for your staff whilst ensuring you still have adequate cover. There are lots of reports in the product, reports on DDIs, extensions, trunks, customers, and many others. The reporting options you have available will vary depending on the modules that you've subscribed to. Each module carries its own set of reports, ensuring the reports available to you will always be appropriate for the way you use the system.